Welcome back to Simpson Speakers. I'm Miss Simpson, your public speaking instructor. I noticed in some of my videos that I tend to use my hands a lot when I'm speaking. Did you ever notice that? That's why it's so important to practice standing in front of a big mirror when you have to give a presentation, or even record yourself on a phone and play it back so you can see what you're doing and make note of what you need to improve on if you're doing something that's distracting. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. I notice that I tend to use my hands a lot when I'm communicating. It just comes naturally. As human beings, we tend to use our bodies sometimes when we are communicating. It's called nonverbal communication. And in today's video, I will review some common ways we communicate with our bodies non-verbally to add emphasis or to clarify what we are saying when we're speaking. What are you waiting for? Let's get started. Nonverbal communication, according to Google, is conveying information or our emotions without using words. We might use our eyes, our facial expression, our body to express how we're feeling without using words. But sometimes we use these nonverbal cues while we're speaking to add clarification or to emphasize what we're saying. So having your arms folded in front of you can be a sign of discomfort, or maybe you don't trust the person who is speaking, you don't trust what they're saying, or you don't trust the environment that you're in or the people who you're surrounded by. But if the person who has their hands, if the person who have their arms crossed let their hands down, maybe they are starting to feel comfortable. Maybe they are starting to feel comfortable after listening to the speaker. So that's one way to express discomfort or express that you don't trust the person or what's happening. What if someone asks you, where's the bathroom? And you do this. You don't even have to speak. You just have to point. Stretch your arm out and point. It means over there, exactly. And sometimes we'll say over there and point at the same time. What about when someone does this? Right, it means they're about to pray. Let's pray together, exactly. What about when someone is sad? There's normally an upside down smile when someone is sad. Or my nephew, he does this. He has the upside down smile and he also crosses his arm when he's sad or when he doesn't get his way. Some of you are familiar with this if you have children. So those are some common nonverbal ways we communicate. Now, what about this? Thumbs up. It means okay, we're good to go. Everything is great. Yes. What about thumbs down? It means no. I can't do it. Negative. No go. Just be careful when you're using the thumbs up sign when you're traveling to certain Middle Eastern or African countries, because it means something else. So in the United States, you should be okay with using the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Now, what about if someone has their hands in their pockets? You're speaking to someone and they have their hands in their pockets. It can mean they don't care, they're being nonchalant, or maybe they're just comfortable having their hands in their pockets. I know some guys typically stand with their hands in their pocket because they're simply just comfortable doing that. So you see, it means different things to different people, okay? What are some other nonverbal ways people communicate that you notice that I did not mention? Let me know in the comment section. What about when you are thankful? When you are thankful for receiving something or thankful for something that someone does for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So having your hands on your chest or having a hand on your chest, sometimes is a great way to express gratitude. Thank you so much. What about this? No, don't you dare. right? Most parents do that when they're trying to get a child to stop doing something or to not do something. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. So you see, we communicate non-verbally most of the time, all of the time. What about this? I notice some speakers do this when they're speaking to add emphasis. Maybe there is information or something that they would like to stress that they want you to pay attention to, and so they will do like this. Like chopping means, okay, pay attention to this. This is important. What about this? Yes, it can mean that you're waving to someone who you see in the street, or maybe you're trying to fan a cab. Maybe you're trying to stop a cab. So it depends how you're using it. What about this? Do you see me? I'm right here. Right here. Maybe you're in a crowd and you're trying to grab the attention of your friend or a family member who's supposed to meet you. I'm right here. Some of these nonverbal cues that I pointed out today, you may not use, but at least I showed them to you and I told you what they mean. So if you notice someone speaking and using them, you'll remember what they mean. Why are they important? Because as human beings, we naturally move or use our body when we are communicating. Maybe it's our eyes, or maybe we use facial expression, or maybe you use your arms and hands the way I do when I'm speaking. But I want you to take note. I want you to take note of body movements and gestures and nonverbal communication that you use when you're speaking. Or maybe you know what they are. If you know what they are, let me know in the comment section. But I want you to promise. I want you to start recording yourself when you are speaking and play it back, or stand in front of a mirror and pay attention to your movements and what you're doing with your body, your arms, your hands when you are speaking. Are you standing stiff like a robot, or are you moving around? If you notice that you're standing stiff like a robot, know that that's not natural. Maybe you're nervous, okay? And as you begin to practice speaking in front of people, you will eventually start to loosen up as you get comfortable, and you'll start to move around. You might start moving from one side to the next and using the space where you're speaking instead of standing in one place. But it takes time. As you practice, you'll get better at that. Okay? That's the reason why I did this video. That's the reason why I recorded this video, to bring to your attention nonverbal ways we communicate